Wrestling Podcast, live from Brew Studios, here in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah. I don't always finish stories, but when I do, I finish them on your mother's face, because she asked me to. And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill, a.k.a. the Stan Leah Podcast, and also known as the leader of the Ricostrays, because he is always going to be, anyway, also known as the guy that paid a girl to go to crossface and have a run to a crossface.
And on the boards, they call him Stevie Franchise, but if you're nasty, you may call him.
It's your boy Stevie Franchise on the ones and twos, bringing you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We are here. And I don't have any New Jersey weather updates because it's actually been kind of consistent. So we're just going to keep pushing. But something I would like to push into, if you catch my drift.
Besides Bailey?
Oh, that's a given. That's a given. But
That's definitely a given.
something similar to Bailey that I would like to push into. The Chicks of the Week.
Chicks of the Week!
And we're going to open with two ladies that have been lovers, fighters, lovers and fighters. Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa.
Mina Shirakawa. Her last name sounds like a dish you get at the Chinese store.
And I ain't mad at that because I will eat every inch.
I'm definitely not mad at it.
Let me tell you something. That shit can be made a cat. I want that meow meow. Why she winking like that? Like that right there has me look up a photo gallery and have like 40 pictures randomly in my gallery.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was nice photos. The Maria Kanellis School of Graduates is just growing bigger and bigger, I swear.
Yeah, it's kind of like being like a rogue scholar, if you will.
It's a huge institution.
I'm trying to be the dean.
It's almost like being an Ivy League graduate.
This is Legally Blonde 4, and I'm cool with that.
Dummy! Yeah! Yowie wowie!
And then next up we have Jada Parker posted a throwback, so yeah, we had to throw that up here.
Look, I just got the first part you said of Jada Parker.
And name these cheeks. It's the same person, but name these cheeks.
Really? That don't like the same person. They're like two different people.
It's the same person, just different camera angles, and yeah, same person.
Maria Kanellis again.
Yeah. However, I believe this person does predate Maria Kanellis. So yeah, predates Maria Kanellis WWF.
Oh God. Kelly.
Close.
Oh damn. Trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
Very close with the Kelly. Very close.
Oh, close to Kelly. Oh. Trying to think of everybody around that time. I know it ain't Jillian, because I seen Jillian and she looked like a crackhead.
Kelvin said Jada Parker with Duncan Hines cakes.
First of all, she got them Krispy Kreme cakes. I'm just trying to make that sauce. Anyway, I'm trying to really think. Who? God damn. So it's around the era of Kelly?
Yeah, it's in that same era.
Now is this the ECW Kelly or the in-ring Kelly?
In-ring.
God damn, that makes it even harder. Shit. Oh.
This is a hard one.
Boy's making it.
Facts.
I can't think. Jesus, there's so many girls. I'm trying to think of who that looked like from the back, but I can't think of nobody.
Think backwards, not forwards in her career.
No, that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking backwards in her career, and I'm trying to think, but...
No, not Caitlyn. Caitlyn is way thicker.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Are we talking like 2016? I mean, or not 16. 2011, 2010.
Earlier.
Are we talking about
Earlier.
2006?
Jesus.
We're talking about after.
She's got legs.
We're talking about Ruthless,
Stacey?
young Ruthless.
Stacy Keibler.
That's Stacey Keibler?
That is Stacy Keibler.
But the one on the right looked like Stacy Keibler dating a black guy. The one on the left looked like Stacy Keibler dating a white guy. So yeah, that makes sense. I couldn't tell. Them legs don't look as long as they used to.
And then next up, we got a tribute to Layla Gray. I don't know what she was doing on her socials, but she was out there.
Layla Gray looked like she could tell me to get on my knees, and I'd be like, man, you look like I tie my sneakers. Let me get down there real quick.
Yeah, she was out there this week on her socials.
Oh, I'm eating.
Man, let me tell you, that first picture in the red, boy, got me stuck. I don't give a fuck with the other two pictures. Good Lord.
Facts.
Super yeet.
Yeah, super yeet.
I need her and Rhea to look over their shoulders and look at me like that just like 10 minutes. Maybe even 8, you know. I'll give myself grace an extra 2 minutes.
Then he's going to the bathroom after. He's like, be right
Oh,
back.
no, I'm doing it right there. I'm doing it right there while they stand. Fuck that. I don't go there.
No, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to sleep.
He's like, that's all I need.
I'm definitely going to be shooting them ricochet for real.
Moving along to Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Alrighty.
Please do.
Last week was the go-home episode of Dragon Force before their biggest pay-per-view of the year, which will be, I forgot the name of it. I believe it's one of the Ring of Honor pay-per-views. Hold on, wrong page. Best in the World. Yes, Best in the World, which will be next week.
Best in the world.
We'll be talking about him later.
Of course.
Opening match was a three-way tables match in the women's division. It was Mia Yim, Su Yung, and Chelsea Green. And with 50% of the votes, Chelsea Green was the winner. Mia Yim got 30 and Su Yung got 20. Next up in the tag team division, FTR took on Imperium. 85% of the votes went to FTR.
Hey.
Next up, Cody Rhodes took on his friend Matt Cardona, and the IWGP champion won with 91% of the votes. And before our main event, the Wiseman, the former Advocate, Paul Heyman, came to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client Brock Lesnar does not want to be here in San Juan, Puerto Rico tonight. But since he's contractually obligated to appear for this international tour, I convinced him to grace you wannabe Americans with his presence. So tonight, my client, Brock Lesnar, has chosen to terrorize and dismantle any man brave enough to walk out that locker room and to this ring.
No, you.
Crickets? 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 No? No one wants to unalive themselves at the hands of the beast? Did I forget to mention this was a world title match? Does that spice up anyone's interest? So who comes to the ring? Damian Priest. And
The bottom thing.
all rise. And with 83% of the votes, hashtag and still WWF champion Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna go well.
Yeah. Germs voted for Damian Priest.
You know, you got to at that point.
See, nobody else we know voted for Damian Priest. Yeah, just Germs. You're the one we know that we voted for Damian Priest. And
Puerto
that
Ricans
was
gotta stick together, you know.
that was the go home episode of Dragon Force. And now Warzone. Warzone's December pay-per-view, Armageddon. We're gonna kick the night off with I Believe in Joe Hendry. He's gonna be taking on Mr. 6-star himself, Will Ospreay, in the opening match.
6, 7, 8-star. By Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, by Dave Meltzer standards. Next up, we're going to have a Feast or Fired ladder match featuring Hologram, AJ Francis, JB Noble, and Big Bill. Since for the voting rules, the winner gets the championship match. The second place person gets a lower championship match. The third place person gets another title match, and the loser actually gets fired. That's how the voting is going to work. So all three people get some sort of title match, and the loser gets fired.
I hope it's Hologram that gets fired.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
Third match, it will be Gorillas of Destiny taking on Zilla Fatu and Lance Anoa'i for a #1 contenders match against the Usos.
And that Polynesian face-off is added again.
Yes. And our semi-main event is going to be a rematch from Death Before Dishonor. Bianca Belair will challenge Sky Blue for the TNA Women's Championship in a first blood match. And then our main event for the IWGP Championship. The WWF champion, Brock Lesnar, who talked his way into a title match with our champion, Cody Rhodes. They'll also have a rematch. So this will be a Saskatchewan street fight.
Very specific.
Yeah, because the advocate works his magic. He makes the big butts for a reason.
Yes, it does.
So the Saskatchewan street fight will also have a special guest referee. And the special guest referee will be the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And that will be Armageddon.
Man.
Yeah.
A lot of Polynesian stories, matches. A lot's going on. That's Polynesian. That's pretty cool.
Yep. And to think Roman hasn't even had a match on my show yet.
Yeah, right? You know, he also has the schedule that he has right now. Or before,
It's
actually,
great.
a
Brock
year ago.
Lesnar's worked more for me than Roman Reigns.
That sounds about right.
Now, what the fuck happened on Full Gear? Who the fuck was this kind of fat, kind of abbed up guy? Apparently, he used to wrestle.
And so it's a guy.
And then his fat kids.
Yeah. So this is all TikTok, by the way. This is just TikTok advertisement. This guy, it's the Costco guy and his kids. They're famous.
Hold on. Timeout. Flag on the play.
Yeah.
I like to challenge. I want to challenge this play.
Okay.
So for social media interaction, WWE gets Logan Paul. They get somebody that advertises Costco food.
Yes. From TikTok. Yes.
Make it make sense.
Yes.
And they also get the guy that flings pizzas.
You know, the double chunk chocolate. Yeah.
I've never heard of this guy.
That guy.
Look, I've never watched a Logan Paul or Jake Paul video in my life, but at least I had heard their names. Who the fuck is this guy?
Big H. Big Justice, the Rizzler. This is all TikTok shit.
Who the fuck are they?
He looks like if Ron Simmons was Caucasian, this is where he would have turned out to be.
So yeah, they can't get big names. This is their celebrity field of.
Let's move along. We're not even going to dwell. Let's move along.
I already knew it.
So the ending to this show
in Jersey.
Let me tell you. I forgot this shit was on. I didn't realize this shit was on. Well, because first of all, I'm working like 60-hour weeks now. Because that's another story. That's a personal issue. I'm working like 60-hour weeks now. I forgot this shit was on until like Monday morning. That's how unimportant this show was. I forgot this shit was on.
It wasn't heavily advertised, man.
So the ending, I watched it yesterday between the time I got home and before Raw. That's when I watched
That
it.
sounds like the time I watched it.
Yeah.
GCW was in
Yeah, it was in fucking American Dream Hall.
I see more advertisement on that than this.
Yeah, it wasn't it like outside the Nickelodeon studio or something.
No, it was well, kinda, yeah. It was right.
How about that?
It was right by
I
the
said it felt like it
H&M
was
Mart.
one of the Nickelodeon studio, like directly in one of their sound stages.
It's next to the H&M
Oh
Mart.
yeah, what's this? There's the HM. That's so fucking random.
Ricky Starks was there too.
Yeah. Good to see him out of witness protection.
Exactly. And now the shit show he came from.
Yeah. Yeah, so speaking of shit shows, the endings to this show. So obviously Moxley beat the mascot.
Yep.
So then he doesn't have a plastic bag anymore. He's now trying to drown him with, what was it, like acetone or rubbing alcohol or bleach? I forgot what liquid it was.
Some sort of chemical, I
Yeah,
guess.
something. I don't fucking horse tranquilizer. I don't know. Trying to burn him, drown something.
Do something.
And then fucking Paige shows up. And then fucking Christian shows up with his contract. At least that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then him and Paige are fighting over the contract. And then Cage, not Paige, Cage.
Page and Cage.
Yeah, Paige and Cage. Paige and Cage and Associates. It's not a law firm. And he doesn't cash in. So that's how the show ended. But Moxley's been finally like kind of seen vulnerable.
Yeah.
Oh, did you catch on Dynamite when Moxley was cutting a promo? Some fan yelled at him, "Go back to Roman!"
Yeah, I heard that one. That was so funny.
That crowd was dead silent.
It was.
Oh my God.
Dude, there was something after this too. Darby Allin crashing Moxley's car outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's also another thing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Let me say this about the show. It wasn't offensively bad. It's just nothing happened.
It was okay. Like, it's just nothing. Yeah, it's nothing big happened.
I
It wasn't
think that's
a
an
pay-per-view
improvement. It
feeling.
wasn't offensively bad. Just nothing
He
happened.
said offensively. It wasn't offensively bad.
That's an improvement from my perspective. It wasn't offensively
No,
bad.
you're right. You're
It's
right.
just nothing happened.
You're right. That is an improvement. That's definitely an improvement for AEW.
From my perspective, that's an improvement.
We'll give him a clap for that. It's an improvement. All right, that's it.
Maybe Mercedes match, but that's another story, which I'm not even going to talk about tonight.
Please don't.
Unless y'all want to talk about it.
I don't want.
Because I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
I don't want to. Talk
I
about,
gave you the option.
I don't want to talk about whatever her name is attached to. That's it.
But MJ, as much as I love MJ, he's wrapped into these bad storylines.
Mid-card matches, bro.
Yeah.
Mid-card. Like
Yeah.
straight up mid-card.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be seeing him in WWE soon.
Well, what's? I don't know if he signed a 3-year or 5-year extension. That's the problem.
We don't know.
I forgot.
It could be just for 2.
No, it's either 3 or 5.
Only 3 or 5.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, he did the 1.
So yeah.
He did-
I'm so upset that he did resign, but I guess that money's hard to turn down, man.
I guess if Johnny Khan has a limited supply just to give him, so
It's hard to turn down that money and to write your own fucking schedule. Because notice what he's doing. He's showing up for a month, and then he's taking 2 to 3 months off.
it's on that Roman schedule.
Exactly. and you're making $4 or $5 million, and you're working 4 months a year. And you're not even working a whole month. You're working 4 days out of 4 months. Like, that's hard to turn down, man.
It's very hard to turn down. But
And
it's-
and again, he's young. He's not even in the prime of his career yet. And he's already got that schedule.
it's just like I know Tony's gonna waste his potential though.
That's the problem.
That
but
is the problem for real.
the thing is, at least he's good enough to already have that cachet before he burns himself out.
Yep. Because look at Ricky Starks, man. That Tony just
as I said, witness protection. He was in witness protection for like close to a year. Because this time last year, because right before Punk left, when that run on Collision with Ricky Starks and Big Bill and FTR and Juice and Jay White, all those tag matches, that was when Collision was popping. Popping.
And they had a good
then
morale going.
Punk left. The booking, and fucking House of Black, all those tag matches, that group of like 4 teams was popping. Punk left, and obviously the booking changed, and I guess because the youngest guys, they have the least amount of cachet. Big Bill, you see what happened to him? He got stuck with Jericho, and Ricky Starks, because he was an out-and-out devout Punk guy, he got shunned, and he went into witness protection program, and we haven't seen him since. And FTR, because they had the big contracts already, they finessed whatever, and they've kind of gone back on their morals, and they're playing with the children. They've turned into Daniel Bryan. They're playing with the children. They're making peace and playing with the children.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole history of it, because they can't make the right
Notice how boring
decision.
FTR is now.
Yeah, they're super boring now. Like, I don't even know when they're on TV anymore. Like,
That's the thing. They're getting TV time again, but they're just so bland. So bland.
It's not enough for me to care anymore. Like, this is crazy.
But Lashley and Swerve kind of piqued my interest, because again, it's like the shining star in the giant turd that is AEW.
Because the shining stars are not tied to the turd when it comes to creative.
Because they're writing their own creative.
Exactly.
And they know how to write creative.
So
unlike the other people on the show that have the ability to write their own creative, but they don't know how. Hello, Moxley, Jericho, and Bucks.
Yes. Did you see the media scrum?
No, I don't watch that shit anymore.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, wait, no. I saw the clip of MVP shitting on all the reporters. Yes. All the Mark reporters, especially Meltzer. The guy that works for Meltzer.
I'm loving that. he shit on Meltzer so bad. He was like, "No, we're not trying to entertain those guys."
Thank you, MVP. You're a true hero.
He's a true hero, bro. Like, now I'm watching media scrums for them, for the Hurt Syndicate. That's it.
Yes, I will seek out their clips specifically.
Exactly. Their clip specifically is the best.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man.
Because he's doing what MJF was doing like 3 years ago. Just shitting on all the fucking Mark reporters.
Exactly. And one of them was stupid there, and one was like, "Oh, how's it feel to be a black champion?" And he was like, "Bobby's like, I don't like that. Like, a champion can come from anywhere." Like, he was speaking his shit. Like, so that whole press conference was great for them only. Because people were laughing too. They was like, "Oh shit."
Oddly enough, we're gonna kind of talk about that in a couple segments.
Cool. Which is good, because Hurt Syndicate, man, I'm loving what they're doing over there. And that only.
Yeah. But allow me to be a hypocrite for a second.
Go ahead.
This segment, I had to. This segment.
Go ahead.
Me and Shirakawa and yes, Mariah May, yes. This was it. So stupid, but so yes.
Anime.
Yes. Yes. Because I'm not a sicko. I do not subscribe to that. I'm not a sicko. I'm a goon. I enjoy sexy women with big breasts. That does it for me. That does it for me every time.
It looks like it's doing it for me right now.
Yes.
I didn't even see the segment. It's doing it for me.
Yeah,
right
it did it for me. Yes.
Oh, okay. I got to see the segment then. Alex, your point? Is Alex even here? Let me see. Yeah, he's here. I don't know if he left. But okay. I did not see this segment. I'm going to watch this.
Yeah. Because they were supposed to have a celebration. Because it makes it like every time Mariah May wins a match, they've been having like a celebration with the two of them. And I guess like Mariah's been getting jealous of Mina getting attention now. So she did the thing again where she turns on her and hits her with the shoe. But Mina scouted it out and she ducked it. She turned around and she speared her off the stage through a table.
Love it.
And then she kissed her.
I think Mariah May got a black eye out of that.
Oh, no, she had the black eye from the previous match.
Oh, from the previous match.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they doctored it up with makeup to make it look really good. But she had a black eye.
Bet. So is there actually room for more creatives or more
more lesbians on TV?
I guess.
Is that what you're saying? You want more lesbian angles?
I guess.
When they're done right, yes.
Yes. I mean,
I don't want lesbians just for the sake of lesbians.
No, I mean it's definitely got to tell a story, right?
Yeah. See, Kelvin, I saw that about Toni Storm retiring. I want to say it's a work. I want to say it's a Mark Henry, John Cena, AJ Styles.
I saw her.
I want to say it's the pastel suit.
You know what's funny? As soon as she said that though, somebody put Toni Storm in a Mark Henry suit.
You can fit 4 of her in his suit.
Just the other friends that she has under there, just trying to carry her around.
I want to say it's a work, because she's been working in Japan since she got attacked by Mariah. So I wouldn't say it's a work for her to come back and get her lick back on Mariah. That's what I want to say it is.
That could be the case. Because if she's really retiring, I mean, she's kind of young still.
Yeah, she's only fucking like 28, 29.
Yeah, exactly. That's very young to be retiring if you're that good.
Come and said, will we see Toni Storm in a salmon-colored dress?
Maybe.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. So something I just said, black wrestlers and AEW. So there was an article recently about Tony Khan and his love for black people.
Did he say that outright?
According to Ringside News, Tony Khan claims most of the top black wrestlers in the world are in AEW. AEW head honcho Tony Khan isn't shy about saying what many wrestling fans already believed AEW is where the best talent thrives. Since AEW's launch in 2019, it became a wrestling powerhouse and is with a stacked roster, but in recent months has a significant rise in black talent reaching new levels of success. Case in point, Swerve Strickland making history as AEW's first black world champion at AEW Dynasty, and the Hurt Syndicate dominating as one of the most formidable groups in the business. Khan didn't miss a beat saying, I think you just said it. I'm conscious of it, but I also think that these are some of the best wrestlers in AEW you just named. So we're really lucky to have those great stars. We've been fortunate to be able to build some of the great stars and also have a lot of great free agents come in, where I think so many of the top wrestlers some of the top black wrestlers in the world are in AEW, and I really think most of the top black wrestlers in the world are now in AEW, but I think that is a conscious thing, but I also think it's great. That was one sentence.
Wow.
Lots of commas, clearly a run-on, but that was one sentence.
A run-on, just like the line of coke he does.
Allegedly, yes.
Alex, where are you? By the way, so T. Diddy's at it again. He's literally making himself look bad again. For real. It shouldn't.
Yeah, so we talked about this a few months back when they announced that next year's All In will be in Texas, because he took this photo with all the black champions. Because, okay, obviously Swerve was the world champion at the time, but then where's your women's world champion? Why wasn't Toni Storm there? Because she was the women's champion at the time. But no, you brought the TBS champion instead, Sasha, who's actually a mixed breed, but she's black. And you brought Athena, who's the Ring of Honor women's champion. But where's your world women's champion? Mm-hmm. Where's the white woman?
Clearly to be absent in there.
Very odd. Yeah, very odd that this photo was taken.
Yes. Super odd.
You got your 3 black champions. And Dustin. Who's black by association because his
I was
brother's
about
black.
to say by association, yeah.
His brother's black.
Yeah, of course. Black by marriage. You know?
Dustin Rhodes is now black. You heard it here first, folks. Dustin Rhodes is now black.
You imagine he does his Ancestry account and he comes out black by association. Cody's came out. He was like, "You're just black. That's it. You married her. You're just black."
Oh. Okay.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy shit.
Also, in the last few days, AEW announced that during Christmas weekend, they will be coming to New York City, and they will be running the Manhattan Center, otherwise known as Hammerstein Ballroom. The quote-unquote capacity for Hammerstein Ballroom is 2,500 seats. They're not running the full building. Mm-hmm. The current setup is for 1,396 seats. So you're not even running the full Hammerstein Ballroom.
They wish they had ECW tickets.
Which I find very, very strange. Because I Googled it for concerts and like events that I always equate to wrestling when I'm doing, looking up, capacity. It's 2,500. I'm sorry, 2,200, not 25. It's 2,200. The standing room capacity for standing concerts, it's 3,500. But for sit down concerts, it's 2,200.
2,200. So
they're selling 1,396 tickets for a wrestling show.
Is this event like a retaliation for WWE doing the ECW promo?
Who knows? But I find it funny that all of a sudden they've decided to run a small building. I think what happened is Tony Khan finally got humbled by the rent in New York City to run a building. Because it's one thing to come to Newark in New Jersey, which he just did for Full Gear. I'm just going to throw a number out there. What is it? Probably $750,000 to run the Prudential Center. Again, I'm just throwing a number out there. I don't know what the number is, but cross the river, cross the Hudson, go into Brooklyn. What is it? $2 million to run the Barclays, and then go down into Manhattan and run Madison Square Garden. $2.5 million. He probably got humbled and said, "Nah, I'm good." I think he's even smart enough to not waste his money to put 3,000 people for $2.5 million and run MSG or the Barclays. I think he's at least that smart.
But it would take him New York to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, not the other events that he threw that was a shit show, like that he wasted tickets on.
It's one thing to go to Long Island and run that building because, again, that's a lot cheaper to go to Long Island and run that building. It's a lot cheaper to come to New Jersey and run Prudential.
It's a lot.
But going into Manhattan or going into Brooklyn and running the Barclays or MSG, that rent is 4 and 5 times higher.
No, you.
No, he.
That's the same reason he'll go to San Francisco and run the Forum, but he won't run the fucking Staples Center. He won't run the Kia Center. No, I'm sorry, he really has run the Kia Center. He won't run the new place where the Warriors play.
He won't.
He won't run the new place where the Clippers play.
No, you.
Because that shit ain't cheap.
It ain't super low. It ain't budget. That's expensive as almost in New York.
When he goes to Chicago, he'll run all those fucking convention centers that seat 10,000 seats, but he won't run the United Center. He's that smart.
Let's hope he is.
He's that smart.
Honestly, let's hope he is.
You are stupid.
That's
He
crazy.
is at least that smart. Stupid enough to still run the 10,000 seat arenas, only put 3,000 people in them, but he's smart enough not to pay for the bigger building.
Let's hope he is smart that way. Because I don't really give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to him being smart.
I'm just saying. And this is proof that the marks are in the locker room as well.
Yep. WWE marks.
The marks are in the
room.
locker room. Not just in the seats. The marks are in the locker room.
The WWE marks in the AEW locker room.
Oh, Kelvin said he won't run State Farm Arena in Atlanta either. Yeah. And fucking WWE was just there for Bad Blood. Packed it.
Great night.
Yep.
Packed it.
Packed the building. To the rafters. Was it actual capacity? No. But I'm sure there was less than 1,000 tickets available by the fucking time the show went on.
True.
Less than 1,000 tickets available. As always, when you go on WrestleTickets.com or any other reputable website that deals with ticket sales, there's less than 1,000, less than 700 tickets still available at the time of the show. True capacity of the building. Mm-hmm. You know, minus the seats that they have to take out to put up the fucking stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, the marks are in the locker room, not just in the seats. Or on the internet writing the articles.
These marks over here.
Anyway, I believe yesterday, it was either yesterday or Sunday, was the 1-year anniversary of the return of Phil Brooks to WWE. Mm-hmm. And he posted 1-year anniversary, return to WWE. Thank you to all my fans for chanting my name for years and carry me on this journey. Thank you to my family, friends backstage for the warmth and continued support. Thank you to Paul. I assume that'll be Paul Levesque, Nick, I assume that's Nick Khan, and Bruce Pritchard for the trust and making it happy. Love you all. We are just getting started. And he also posted something he texted the night he returned. So if he sent this text at 8:56, which is approximately 9 o'clock, this means he told Stone Cold he was there before he actually appeared. So Stone Cold was the only person who knew he was there before the actual appearance.
How appropriate, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's definitely 2 generations right there.
Yeah. So Stone Cold got the inside scoop, and he didn't leak it. Good man.
Of course.
Because Stone Cold had a 2-hour window to leak it.
Stone Cold know what kayfabe is. You know?
Yeah.
He's definitely the old school head, like that knows what kayfabe is, you know.
Yeah, he had a 2-hour window to leak it, and he
that
didn't.
Shit.
Yep.
You don't leak that shit, bro.
And speaking of CM Punk, on SmackDown, Paul Heyman returned, but he did not come alone.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He brought the best in the world with him to join the Bloodline.
Now, how interesting was this?
Not so interesting when you start thinking about what happened when CM Punk returned. He cut that promo. He said, Roman Reigns, I acknowledge you. But then he said, I also will be coming for you when the time is right. But then later on, the Usos were talking in the locker room, and they said, what are we going to do about CM Punk? And Roman told them, Punk is off limits. And they asked why. And Roman said, don't touch Punk. And eventually they said, they found it's out of respect for Heyman. Unless he poses a threat, don't touch Punk.
Touch Punk, exactly.
So it all makes sense.
And it does make sense for Paul Heyman to be out for a while too, for that part, because it had to be a brewing story, like with both of them. This is the last time we saw Heyman is with CM Punk,
Right.
you know, trying to help him. So, yeah.
And for the time that Punk has been in WWE, he came in on the tail end of Roman's dominance. So he was never affected or attacked by the Bloodline. He has no ill will against them.
No quarrel with him. No,
He's indifferent. Has his friends been attacked? Yes.
yeah.
He also once Jay decided to leave, he's been giving him, advice about, hey, watch your back. Hey, think about this. Hey, do that,
Yeah. I mean,
He's got a relationship with Sammy. Obviously, he's got the relationship with Paul. And if you saw the clip about what happened after SmackDown went off the air, Heyman left with Punk. He didn't leave with Roman and the rest of the Bloodline. What's that about?
so
He didn't stay. It looks like he didn't stay and make up with Roman.
that is true. Not sure what's that about. But I think there is going to be a possible time after all this is over. We're going to have Punk versus Roman. It could be for the Wise Man.
Possible.
Could be against the Wise Man. Could be something that the Wise Man knows that Roman or CM Punk doesn't. I don't know. Maybe.
So we've gone from Roman teaming up with Cody. We now have Roman teaming up with Punk. Do we get Roman teaming up with Brock? Is that when Brock comes back? Is there another level? Is there another reason for Brock to need another ally beyond, making up with the Bloodline? But you still need somebody else to help you.
I mean,
Is there that next tier of, is there more danger? Well, no, once Hikuleo comes in, once whoever else they add to the Bloodline, because obviously you've now got Bronson Reed, but I don't think he's permanent. I think he's just there for War Games.
where does Seth fit on this?
Yeah, what is Seth
fit
Rollins'
on
reaction to this? Obviously, he's got the beef with Bronson Reed
And Punk.
And Punk, there you go. I was going to bring that up next because obviously Punk's helping Roman, but Seth said, I'll never help Roman again. But now somebody you hate has helped somebody else you hate. But also Cody has helped Roman, but you're supposed to be friends with Cody. But then let's go to the next slide.
Yep.
We've got this other storyline where Kevin Owens is now blaming Cody for all the mess with Roman, with Randy and himself and Sammy and this and that and blaming it all on Cody because why would you go and help Roman when everybody has been terrorized by this man for the last 4 years?
Fire promo, by the way. Fire promo
Yes.
by Kevin Owens.
Yes. And Cody fired back.
Yep. He did.
Once again, as I say, the highest rated segments are the promo segments.
Of course.
Look it up. Look it up. It's a statistical fact.
I say it to my friends all the time.
If we could just get the pesky wrestling out the way, it's just watch the promo segments.
The pesky wrestling.
The pesky wrestling. It's unnecessary at this point.
It's
so 1995.
We just need to put a 2K simulator. That's it. Just
It's so 1995. Just
1995.
we don't need the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. It's so 1995.
Forget your 30 minutes Iron Man matches. Forget your 30-minute classic matches.
It's so 1995. We just need the Bloodline related promo segments and Walter and a little bit of Judgment Day stuff, and that's about it. And everything else it's just unnecessary.
Did you see on Raw? I don't know if we're getting to Raw.
Oh, well, I was going to say, so this promo is leading to what's going to be Saturday night's main event. Once again, the lead up to the Christmas season. Cody and Kevin Owens, that will be, I guess, the main event to that event.
On NBC and Peacock, and it'll be Saturday.
Yep, it'll be on the cock.
Main events.
On the cock, yes.
December 14th. Saturday. It's on a Saturday. So.
Yep. Which I think will actually be pre-taped, but...
Oh yeah, it's definitely pre-taped.
Yeah, because I think they're actually pre-taping like the entire Christmas season. They're off for like 3 weeks this year, because Triple H believes in giving wrestlers time off,
which is amazing for this guy.
Yeah, I wonder, or that might be their last event, and then they're off till like New Year's.
They're off to Netflix.
Yeah.
I think that how many weeks we got left? Like 2 weeks till Netflix.
Well, no, it's January 1st.
I mean, 4 weeks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's January 2nd is the first Netflix Raw.
Look at me thinking we're in December already.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. It's gonna be a crazy thing because the promos for Netflix. It looks like we will have that TV rated MA after all. So yeah, we're gonna see some new shit.
Yeah. And then, side note, Mona 2, the cartoon Disney movie, the premiere was this past week, and Cody and Seth Rollins were both there with The Rock. Talk about breaking kayfabe.
Super breaking kayfabe, yeah.
Yeah.
These two hate.
They got their ass kicked by The Rock at WrestleMania.
Yeah, now they're in the Moana 2 preview.
Even though it looks like they're trying to ignore him, but
just two black dudes and a white guy.
Yeah.
Or in a Spanish adopted guy, yeah.
Yeah. And a black wife and an Irish wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chilling,
Yeah.
I
I get it. They're the top two. They're two of the top baby faces that have little daughters, and I get it, but yeah.
I mean, this is definitely breaking the internet.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a sight.
Yeah.
Apparently because, you see Seth Rollins really hating people that he hates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, yeah.
And also on Raw, we had Goku Black and Goku.
So, I thought it was interesting. But I still don't know who's going to be the heel in this. Now that they said Kofi could be, and they actually
low key, it could have been Kofi last night.
It could have with the black shirt.
Yeah.
No. Well, actually, he was with the Goku shirt. But
Yeah.
last week, it could have been Kofi too, because with the black shirt.
Yeah.
But I like this gear. It's pretty cool. Now, next week
is the 10-year anniversary episode for the New Day.
And we saw how things boiled up between Woods and Kofi.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see Big E next? Or Big E?
I hope Big E shows up for the anniversary.
Are they gonna show up? Is he gonna show up trying to get those two back together? Or
cause I've seen like memes on Instagram and whatnot, because they've all referred to like the breakup segments on like, the Bruce Beefcake thing, the Jericho and Kevin Owens thing.
Yeah.
All like those kind of segments, I was like, you know what? If Big E came in to celebrate, but then the whole time Woods and Kofi are just fighting, that makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
You kind of have to have E there for that.
You have to, honestly.
You kind of can't break them up without E there. Even though he hasn't been in universe since he had his injury.
True. He's been just sidelined to be talking in pre-shows. So
I feel like he has to be there for the breakup.
I mean, it's been a long time since E wrestled. It's like 2-3 years. No.
I feel like what needs to happen is Woods and E come to blows, and then they accidentally hit him, and then they knock him down.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I feel that Xavier Woods would get left out of this at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So either Woods is going to be the one that's heel, which would make sense, or they'll take the direction that E and Woods could be. I mean, E and Kofi could be heel.
No, I don't want to turn E whatever, because if he's going to be if he's not coming back to wrestling, he doesn't need to be heel.
Or is it just Kofi?
We will see.
We'll see.
We will see.
Man.
And then Adam Pearce. Well, this was taped before Raw, but Adam Pearce announced the fucking Women's Intercontinental Championship, and all we need was another fucking title.
Somebody call that phone, or somebody pick up that phone, because I fucking called it.
Yeah, we called this shit when they announced the U.S. title. It was like, how I just assumed it was happening that next Raw, but they waited a fucking month. I guess they didn't want to just alarm everybody. Hey, more titles.
Not gonna lie, this is like an upgraded version of Cody's belt.
You know what? Yeah, now this
It does.
Yeah, white strap Intercontinental. Yeah.
It does.
Now it just looks like you retconned the white strap Intercontinental title.
Yep. He did. It looks like they did. So now we have more titles.
Just what you needed.
Mm-hmm. More titles.
Yeah, that's what you needed. More titles.
More title in the women's division.
More titles.
More titles. More titles. More title defenses. I mean, what else can you do? These are mid-Carter titles.
So sick of titles.
Too many titles.
So sick of titles.
It's like the Grinch of titles. It's all these titles.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I get it. You have separate brands, but again, I felt like when the last time that they'd said, okay, we're going back to a brand split, there should have been one world champion, one women's champion, one tag team champion, traveling champion, and then your singles champion is the champion of the show. That's your quote unquote TV champion. That's where you have individual champions. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And then you have one NXT champion. You don't need a singles champion in NXT. You have one, and then one world, one tag team champion, and that's it. That's just me. Too many titles.
Too many cooks. Too many titles.
It starts turning into fucking
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
It just starts turning into what do you call it? Participation trophies.
Yeah. It's starting to feel that way.
So in non-political news, Linda McMahon, who's been chosen by the President-elect Trump, she's going to be the Secretary of Education. It just happens to coincide, because it happened in the same week. Her lawyer has announced that Vince and Linda are officially, publicly, announcing that they will be legally getting divorced after how long? When did they get married? In 1966?
Yeah.
Yeah. And after we basically publicly known that he's been cheating since 1992, when he got caught allegedly raping that female referee, when he said it was consensual.
No yeet. Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
Yeah. And then we watched him do things with multiple female talents on screen.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Since 1998-ish.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And then we now realize that he was also doing it for real in real life, and then paying them to shut up.
Yep. You know he's gonna get pardoned.
Allegedly.
You know he's gonna get pardoned next year.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Non-political. Allegedly.
Before or after Diddy?
That's a whole nother basket of worms.
Yes. He's gonna pardon these two.
The Diddy one's more about how well were those NDAs written.
Yeah.
Because most NDAs you can get out of in a legal setting. So how good were his lawyers? That's his question.
That is a good question. I mean, he had money. He had really good money.
Because most NDAs a subpoena can override most NDAs. 'Cause what happens is, it's hard to explain, but most NDAs can be overridden by a subpoena. That's all I can say. It's complicated.
Or he can get pardoned by the president.
Because basically, if you don't talk, you can be held in contempt. Because then you become an accessory to the crime. But again, it's how well was the NDA written. That's basically what it is. And I'll leave it at that. I've watched too much Law & Order. Anyway.
You watched too much Law & Order, of course. Yeah.
ESPN needs a better wrestling reporter. ESPN's best 30 under 30. And I think it's criminal, as much as I like Dom, I think it's criminal that MJF or Rhea is not number one.
Now, if I had to put a chart for Dom, he could probably be top 3.
But not number one.
No.
Number one's got to be Rhea or MJF. They're 1 or 2, period. And I won't even argue about which one will be 1 or 2, but they have to be 1 and 2.
Rhea definitely deserves to be number 1.
Like I said, I won't argue you, but 1 and 2 is MJF and Rhea, period. Either order.
Breaker should be like 7, bro. Like,
I'm good with Tony at 3. I'm good with Mariah in the 5-ish area. Please drop Jack Perry down.
yeah. Jack Perry over
I'm good with him being on the list,
Breaker,
but not
bro?
in the top 10.
Jack Perry over fucking Braun Breaker, bro? Like,
Exactly.
What?
I'm good with Kyle Fletcher on the list. He has potential. He's just not booked very well. Same with Daniel Garcia. He has potential. He's just not booked very well. His face doesn't help him, but he's got potential. I don't know enough about Shota Umino. I love Takeshita. He's, again, the bad booking in AEW doesn't help him.
Yeah.
But he gets himself over in the ring.
Yeah, he's been good.
Breaker's a stud. He should be higher.
He should be.
I'm
insulted.
A Viking, though, for that style of wrestling, he's one of the best, but I can't really rank him that high.
You probably put him in the 20s, right?
I don't know what to. It's a niche style. I don't know what to do with him, but he's the best of that. That's all I can say. He's the best of that. That's the best I can say about him. I love Statlander. A criminally underrated Again, victim of poor booking. She's been flipped babyface heel with, other than the turn on Nightingale, total lack of explanation of why she's turning. Because I think she just turned again with the Mercedes thing. Just, it's almost unexplainable why she's turned, other than the fact, oh, okay, now because Mercedes is the bigger heel, so you've got to turn her babyface. Theory's been, he must have done something to piss off Triple H, because he's been booked into oblivion, and that's rare in the Triple H era.
I mean, Theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been booked. It's rare to get booked into oblivion in the Triple H era, but it's what the fuck has happened to him. You go from WrestleMania with Cena, and the next night you've got a spot with Austin and McMahon in the ring, and now you're fucking an afterthought. Love Jordan Grace. She could be a little bit higher. Maybe not.
I mean, the crossover she's doing, and she could be, yes.
Yeah. Hook. I'm good with him there. He's great. He's never going to be a massive star, but he's always going to be a good hand. Mm-hmm. Stratton, too early to tell.
Very early to tell. Yeah, definitely.
Not familiar with her. Roxanne, going to be a big star. She could be higher, but it's going to be a big star eventually. Yuta, he can do all the moves. Never going to be a big star.
Especially promo-wise. He's not gonna
again, his face doesn't help him.
It doesn't help.
Logan Paul, why is he so low? Yes, he's not a pure wrestler. Why is he so low? He should be top 7. He should be in the fucking Jack Perry spot.
He should, actually. Because he could do more than what Jack Perry could do.
Yes. Gabe Kidd, fucking phenomenal.
Should be higher.
Yes,
honestly.
Should be high. From the little bit I've seen of Gabe Kidd, fucking phenomenal.
He's great. He's definitely great.
Phenomenal. Julia Hart, I like her, don't love her, has potential.
Probably 21 or something, like, could be higher, a little higher.
She's okay on the list. No, I'm not going to say bring her up. Jamie Hayter, same thing, but since she's come back, there's something missing, and I don't know what it is.
Dragon Lee.
Think
he's fine where he's at.
I'm good. I'm okay with him on the list.
Okay.
I'm not going to argue him being higher, but I'm okay with him being on the list. And the rest of the AEW, Dragon Gate, Japan guys, I'm not too familiar with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's. But I'm sorry, as much as I like Dom, I can't help. He can't be one. I'm sorry. Can't be one.
I can understand that.
Amazing character work.
Great character work.
But
I hate him as much as Solo. But, like, no, wait. Solo I hate more. No, Dom is just
that's
fun.
Grand Metalik. Okay, that's Grand Metalik.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was that young. I could have sworn Metalik was, like, in his late 30s.
Did he start at 21 when he was in WWE?
No, because I thought out of Lucha House, I thought he was the oldest one. I thought he was like drastically older than the other two.
He was the youngest one.
Wow. Okay, I had that completely backwards.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was like the elder statesman to teach the other two. All right, I had that wrong. Anyway, so our outside the ropes Thanksgiving dishes. And before we even have this discussion,
okay,
I put the picks in my order. So there's your answer.
Oh, okay, cool.
What are yours?
You know what? I might have to go this order too, because I love me some mac and cheese, of course, in the first.
And in a black house, mac and cheese is like the holy grail. Yes. If you fuck up the mac and cheese, you might not be invited back next year.
You might not be invited back. Yeah, I mean,
and more importantly, it's only certain people allowed to make the mac and cheese. So if you get the privilege to make it and you fuck it up, that's why you might not be invited back.
You gotta make. We might
not even talk to you until like 4th of July.
You heard that, Osei? You better make some good mac and cheese on Friendsgiving.
And in my family, ham is more important. We don't really eat turkey. Turkey's like we might buy like sliced turkey. I'm not talking like deli meat turkey. We just might like buy some like sliced turkey to say we have turkey. We won't even cook a full turkey because nobody really eats it. It's about ham.
With turkey, bro, it could last for fucking weeks. Dude, I'll just have like just trays of turkeys just like a meal prep. But you got to have that good stuffing though.
Now here's the thing. Now this might sound sacrilege to any black people that are listening. Now, because a lot of like ethnic blacks are like dressing. Like there's a difference between dressing and stuffing.
Yes.
I didn't know what dressing was until I was a grown ass man. I'm dead serious.
Oh, really?
I'm dead serious. I had to find out what dressing was from white people. The first time I had dressing was with a white family.
Oh my God. Not a Spanish family?
I am dead serious. I'm dead serious. My family ate box stuffing my entire life. Nobody on my mom's family or my dad, nobody makes homemade stuffing / dressing. We ate box stuffing.
We gotta get you around.
And
bro.
I love box stuffing. Now, here's the thing. Since I've discovered what dressing / homemade stuffing is, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've had it from multiple people. Not the biggest fan of it.
It's not for everyone, honestly. You know.
I'd rather have box stuffing. And I love it.
Box stuffing is pretty good.
So that's my take on it.
Well, I just love food in general, so I'm going to have a good Thanksgiving meal. You know.
I've been Darth Messiah. I don't know what happened to Alex. He might have had an emergency.
He's there, but I don't know. He disappeared.
All right.
All right. Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.